Hello and welcome back to The Absolute Mom. Today is St. Patrick's Day, so we are going to have some rainbow green pancakes. All right, so this one decided to really get dressed up for St. Patrick's Day. Tell them what all you did.
I put my Leprechaun box out last night, so I'm going to set it up down here today and try to see if he comes. But I'm wearing my green shirt. I have 2 green hairbands and I'm wearing a green headband.
So she is full of green today for St. Patrick's Day. And then we put out our leprechaun box last night, and we even have gold coins trying to lead him all the way upstairs to it, but it didn't work. So we're gonna move where we have our leprechaun box and see if we can catch him sometime today. So where do you guys put your leprechaun box, and have you ever gotten lucky and caught? Ours is Larry the leprechaun, and he's a sneaky little fart.
He puts paint all over the door handles whenever he comes. And I'm about to go do my nails green, so there's gonna be even more green.
All right, so good morning. We are taking you along in another homeschool day in the life with 4 kids and see how crazy it is as a homeschool mom. So I just got done doing the Good and the Beautiful level 5 with my 5th grader. So what we are doing is trying to figure out what we're going to be doing for the next school year. So this year what we ended up doing was the whole grade kits through BJU Press. And so what we ended up having is 5th grade. My twins were in K5, and then my little one was doing K4. So I do like them. It takes some stress off of my shoulders knowing that everything is there for the whole entire year and that I don't need to pull from other places and all this kind of stuff. So I do really enjoy it. But yeah, I'm trying to evaluate if that's the best choice for next year. So there is a couple of things that BJU Press ended up doing that actually disappoints me. So what is disappointing me about BJU Press this year is the pure fact that they raised prices and they took away some of the discounts that they had previously already given to parents. And I know they're a business and they need to do what they need to do. So they raised their prices of every single subject by $30, which adds up when you have 4 kids that you are buying every single subject for. And then they also took away the discount. It used to be like if you were doing the video lessons for an extra $100 per grade, you could get all of the teacher's manuals too, which I have enjoyed because even if I don't do any of it parent-led, just being able to correct it by it or refer to it. Or like for my 5th grader, we started with the video lessons online and then we have switched over to all parent-led. So having these teacher's manuals was very beneficial and I felt like $100 was definitely worth it. So what they're offering this year instead is to have them 50% off each. So I ended up adding this up and it's actually a huge difference. And so that has turned me off to it, and the price rising has turned me off to it. So I'm trying to evaluate if I'm doing BJU Press again or if I'm going to try a different curriculum. So we're in between that. So what we are doing to try to figure that out, we've always used BJU Press English. We did 2nd, 3rd, 4th, now 5th grade with BJU Press English. And we do enjoy it, although I have to say my plan is when she gets into like 7th, 8th, 9th grade is she needs more writing than what that provides. And so I will be doing an additional curriculum for writing in place of BJU Press. But she really enjoys the grammar chapters of it and does really well with it. And so we're looking at the Good and the Beautiful. She ended up taking the assessment. She was on level 5. And so I told her I want to do the first 10 to 20 lessons of it before I order it to make sure it's something we truly love and it's not just the excitement of a new curriculum. So right now, that's what we're doing. All right, so I went through, I printed off the book list that the Good and the Beautiful provides, and this is the level that she ended up testing for her reading level. So this is for her independent reading time. And so what I am doing is going through and I'm checking to see what all I can get through my local library or what I currently have on our bookshelves upstairs also. And so then we will pick which books she wants to start doing for independent reading. I am finding a lot of these books are really hard to find. So my library is a really big library, and you can pull from any library from the whole entire county, which is a huge county, and I'm not being able to find these books at any of those libraries. They can even pull from the college libraries that are in our county too. So we have a lot of resources that we can utilize to get books from, and so it's a little concerning if I can't get most of these books. And it's a long list for her level, so I feel like I should be able to get a lot of books. So I'm gonna keep working on that, and maybe I'm just getting unlucky here at first, and we'll see what's going on. So just got done with that with the 5th grader. Now my little kindergartner right here, she has been like so motivated to do school the last few days. Literally, there is not an hour in the day that she's not bringing her school books to me. So she is already halfway done with her Focus on 5, and we've decided today, instead of doing the video lessons, I'm just gonna do parent-led with them. They're learning about all 4 seasons and what's appropriate like attire to wear and what happens outside, like different changes that happens with the seasons and everything. So we are working on that together. She's halfway done. And then she says she wants to work on math next. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get our 1st grade math out, and we're going to do a lesson or 2 in that also. So on these weeks that they're so motivated and they're wanting to double up and everything, I go ahead and I let them do it, because there's other weeks that definitely I get so busy and we might not be able to do school full time like we normally do. So they kind of balance each other out. Then she definitely needs to do reading with mama, so we will get that part done. And then my other 3 kids are just being crazy hot messes. So I told my 5th grader she could take a little break because we spent almost, I want to say it was like 45 minutes on doing the good and the beautiful this morning. And then my other 2 youngest are just crazy hot messes this morning and just haven't sat down to start any school at all. This week we do not have dance at night, so we have the time to do school a little bit later. So I'll pick and choose my battles. Today also is supposed to be a really rainy day, so here pretty soon before I actually do school with the 2 littlest ones, we might run. Guys, I picked up a Walgreens med yesterday. I double checked if my husband had any meds. They said no. Then I get a text this morning saying that I have a med ready. I'm like, I get tired of this. Like, it's kind of funny. We try to make it so that the dates coincide so I can pick up everybody's medicine on one date, or at least like around the same time and not back-to-back days. But obviously that didn't happen. So now I have been to Walgreens like 4 times this week picking up meds and going through their drive-through, which our local Walgreens is so slow, it's not funny. Like, you will be sitting in that drive-through for like a half hour every single time. If you go in the store, it's not any quicker at all. Right, so I think we're going to go to Walgreens. I think we're going to run to the library after I get a few on this list, on the reading list, after I get a couple of them picked out and know that our local library has it. And then that might be the only 2 errands that we do for the day. So Lexi, feed the dog this morning. And then we will get to school after that. I also want to do some spring cleaning. So we've been doing little pickups of the house all week, but we definitely haven't done a huge pickup like we normally do because the kids have been so motivated at school. So I've been focusing on that instead. And then today I want to try to spring clean my kitchen too, because these cabinets definitely need wiped down. So life as a homeschool mom, you always have an ongoing to-do list. All right, let's finish our Focus on 5s and let's get going at Math 1. Funny face. All right, so now that this little kindergartner is so willing and ready to do her schoolwork, so we're working on long vowels with her right now on words that she hears the same long vowel in and matching those up. So now that she's so willing, here comes her twin brother out ready to do schoolwork also. And then because I'm busy trying to do the library books real quick, which luckily I have found 4 of them so far on one page. So I'm getting a little bit more lucky with it than I had been. But now that I'm busy doing that and I'm busy helping these kindergartners, I'm going to have my 5th grader help. Right, so I'm having my 5th grader over there help with my preschooler to do the curriculum through the Crafty Classroom. It's just an alphabet one, and she needs a little bit more work on remembering like the letter sound. She's doing really good. She has known her alphabet for years already, but she doesn't always get the letter sounds. So this curriculum is really helping her with that aspect of it. So I am having my 5th grader help me with those while I do the kindergartners. Now, not only are the 3 little kids like very motivated to get school done, but now my 5th grader came back and she just asked for her math assignment. So we just reviewed that and she's going to go work on that next to the girls. And then my son is here working on his with me, and I am still searching out all of the books. So I'm just going to do 1 page worth for now because I have found quite a few of them, and then there's 2 different libraries that I'm finding most of them are at. So I'm going to give her the titles and a little bit of information about the book, and I'm going to have her pick, I think, 2 books that she's going to want, because a lot of these books are only like 50 to 80 pages, it seems like, at which she can read pretty fast. So then we are going to head out to the library. So we did not beat the rain. It's starting to rain now, so therefore we are going to leave right now in hopes that we beat the heavy rain, because it's supposed to like downpour the whole entire day. So I read her 8 different options for books. She picked 2 of them, and of course each of those were at separate libraries, so I had her pick a 3rd one, and so that determined which of the 2 libraries we were going to. And while we're there, we're going to see if they have a few others that we want to read also. So let's keep going. Even though we are not doing our normal homeschool routine at all today, there is nothing normal about today. The kids are definitely like flying through their homeschool. They're doing a really, really great job with it. So the kids are upstairs grabbing their rain boots out of the closet, and then we are going to get going. All right, what do you got on?
Rain boots.
You got your rain boots. Okay, go get your coat.
Watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself.
All right, who all's buckled?
Me.
All right, we are all ready to go. I even ended up grabbing, I think, 3 bags for... Huh?
You're not buckled.
Oh, I'm not buckled yet. I will get buckled, I promise you, before we move. I even grabbed 3 bags of Goodwill donations too, to drop off in the drive-thru, because that's the one thing I keep forgetting to grab. And we have a huge, huge pile in the corner of our dance room in there that needs to Goodwill. So let's get going. It is cold, cold rain out there.
Mama,
What?
I don't fit it.
You got all buckled? You're all ready?
Yes.
All right, who's most excited to go to the library? All right, here we go. You guys must be my lucky people, because I just went through Walgreens. I was the only car in line, and we just got through there in like 3 minutes flat, and that never happens at my Walgreens. All right, on to the library. Everybody's getting ready to go into the library. We have the cutest little options for libraries here. We absolutely love them. And the one thing we really miss about the libraries is they have a lot of like games and stuff that the kids can play with when you visit the library, but all that's been shut down for the last year. And then right next to this library is our children's museum, at which we haven't been there for the last year either because of all the circumstances, and we've really, really missed that one too. So driving over here makes me really miss all those things, but we will get them back.
I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down.
So we are back home. It is 2 o'clock and we haven't eaten lunch because we are just really off on the schedule with the time change. I'm just making a quick Kraft mac and cheese lunch for them, and we are working on our curriculum, like our homeschool, while that is cooking. And then I made a deal with them because it is such a cold, rainy day that if we end up doing really good and we get the rest of our homeschool done, then they can go ahead and have some game time. I am going to film a really quick some of our favorite, like either read alouds or books that we read and all that kind of stuff, and I will end up posting that really soon. And then I want to work on, like I said earlier, some spring cleaning or some decluttering. There's quite a few places I have in mind, and so I'm gonna work through those kind of items too. All right, so in one of my latest videos yesterday, so far this week, we are doing a homeschool day in the life every single day. So we have one for Monday, Tuesday, and today is Wednesday. So on Tuesday's vlog, I end up showing you this Crafty Classroom read program. So this is the kindergarten level, and then if this works very successfully, I will purchase the first grade level also. So it's a PDF download that you purchase and then you print everything, and I have to forewarn you, you are going to be printing a lot. And luckily they do think it through, and they do a lot of stuff on grayscale too, so that if you don't want to use a lot of color, then you don't have to. So they are doing the AM word family, at which they've done this in BJU Press, but it just didn't really work for her. It didn't end up clicking. So she is now doing it through this way, and it has just clicked right away. She has really loved it. So this is teaching them that when their finger is underneath each of those letters, that's when you say that letter. And so they're the AM ones. She wrote down all of the words that are with AM family. Then she did a touch, read, and match. So she had to read each of these words and match it with the appropriate picture over here. Then the sound it out. This used to be very, very hard for her, so I'm really impressed that she got this. They have to figure out what the beginning sound of this picture is, the middle sound of the picture, and the ending sound of the picture. So we let her color in a whole bunch of different colors, and that way it stays pretty and interactive. This is Write and Find, and I wasn't sure exactly how she would do with this, but Brooklyn, did you love this? Yeah, she like took right off on this. She did so good. So again, we did different colors for each of them to make it nice and fun, and then she wrote the name of the item up here in the same color as she found it down here in the puzzle. Then this is the AM spinner winner. So you put your pencil here, you have a paper clip, and you spin it around, and then whichever one it lands on, you come down here and trace it. We did this one in markers so that it was something different for her. And which one won?
Ham.
Ham won. So she's been writing ham on every single piece of paper she can find in our house. Then we put this paper back in backwards, but that's okay. Last night she ended up working on, well, she was begging at bedtime to do this dip and dab to spell your words. So you use a Q-tip, a little bit of paint, at which today we end up picking green paint to utilize because it's St. Patrick's Day, and so they'll just dab along to make the word am. I told her to write am on each line, and she really went above and beyond, and she wrote it a lot of times. Then she did a dot to dot, and she had guessed that this would be am before she did it. And then you're supposed to write a sentence with your words. So she wrote, I am a dancer. Then down here, this is the first time she's been able to do this, so I am very impressed with how this curriculum is working for her. You touch and you read what your sentence is, and she was able to read all these, so really great job. Then in our interactive notebook today, we will be doing this page. So while the kindergartners are working on that painting dot thing, Kenzie's working on what letter? A. So we're doing more of her Crafty Classroom letter A, and then I'm going to hole punch. I had printed out a whole bunch of stuff for all the three littles from the Crafty Classroom. This is the reading program, so I'm going to hole punch those and get those into a binder. And then while we do this, Lexi will be helping with the kids, and she has math that she needs to get done, so she's going to be grabbing that also.
It's nothing so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two.
So while we were gone at the library, something happened.
The leprechaun came. Made our milk green. Yeah.
He made our milk green, at which is going to make for some funny looking mac and cheese, huh?
I already checked the box.
All right. So now that we know he's been in our house, I think we need to do something with our leprechaun trap to see if we can get him caught. So let's see what the kids think we should do.
You're more than friends, yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day, yeah. So hold me tight through the night.
The three littles have completed all their work and they are upstairs because while we were sitting down here, we heard something thump upstairs, so they are trying to catch that pesky little leprechaun. And then Lexi and I are down here and we are doing our English. And today we are learning about
Conjunction.
subordinating conjunctions, independent clause, and dependent clause. So then she had asked if she could just complete all the rest of the chapter, which is how many lessons here? We're on 145 and she would have to go through lesson 150. So we will see what ends up happening. They are just kind of really crazy today. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if it's a rainy wet. Well, it's a holiday, and then I think the other part of it is also like it's been a rainy, cruddy week, so they just haven't been getting outside playtime either. So
We're going to game purple on top of it. It's very broken. Don't work.
what's broken?
Don't work on me. You think on me.
I never feel okay when a kid comes tells me something is broken.
Come on.
So at the top of the stairs here, we have this little landing area. So we have the leprechaun box up here, and up all the stairs, the gold coins come all the way up. And then she used a little towel that has all the shamrocks. She made a little ladder going up the side of it. And then as soon as he goes up, she had gold coins on this. And once he goes to reach the gold coins, poof, he falls down into the cloud of the gold pot that is down there so that he can't get back out then.
I made it purple so that hopefully he doesn't see it.
Yeah, so she blended in the little net area that she ended up making in hopes that he doesn't even notice that there's a hole underneath there. She put rainbow stuff all over to kind of get him to come in. So we're still trying to catch him. She's going to reset it here.
All
right, stand down. Nothing is broken. So, like I said, nobody ever enjoys hearing that. We're going to get back to our subordinating conjunctions and see if we want to do 5 lessons because we still have science and history left to do also. All right, I know this has been a very, very patchy homeschool day in the life, but we have not followed any routine at all today. We did get all the homeschool done except for history with my 5th grader. We did do like a lot of extra things with the little kid. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close out this homeschool day in the life. I know it was a really patchy day in the life, but I also want to show you guys the realness of homeschool. The everyday is not the same by any means. If you've seen my previous 2 from this week, you could tell that we have more of a routine that we actually do, and today was kind of all over the place, but that's fine because I feel like everybody actually in the end got more homeschool than what they normally do because we were able to do other fun little projects to help with the teaching part. So we just got done picking up the living room. I threw all the dishes into the dishwasher from lunch, and then the kids are eating a pizza right now, and then I think we're gonna have a little bit of movie time and we are going to call it a night. All right, and if you can't tell, we still have some projects going on. They're all over the table, but that's fine because we are having a fun time. I went downstairs in my homeschool hoarders closet and I found other fun little activities that we're going to be utilizing for everybody to do some extra work with and more hands-on learning. All right, give this video a big thumbs up if you want to see more homeschool day in the lives, and also make sure to comment down below and let me know how close are you to being done with your homeschool year. We only have like a month or less than a month left for our homeschool year, and then we are going to take probably a good 7 to 8 week break at least, because we definitely need it this year. So, all right, everybody, tell them bye.
Bye.